Hey guys, VGC here, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Climbing. Now, I'm very happy to announce that this will indeed be the final episode of Ultra Series Crazy Climbing on the channel. At this point, Sword and Shield should come out in the next 3, maybe 4 days at this point. I'm thinking 3 because it should go up on a Tuesday night, so you'll have the Wednesday, Thursday, and it should come out on a Friday. So this will indeed be the last Ultra Series set of battles, of course, and then I am going to take a break in case you have missed the last few videos, or if you're new, I am going to take a break until the Monday following the release of Sword and Shield. That way it gives you guys some time to play through the game, myself some time to play through the game, and of course I will be probably starting on Showdown, unless I find a way to get a team in-game really fast, but probably not going to happen, because I'm going to take my time with this game. I do want to enjoy it as well, but we are going to see a really cool team here, rocking Gallade, Solgaleo, Latios, Cresselia, Dawnwings, Necrozma, and Tapu Lele. So it's actually going to be Mono Psychic. So this is pretty cool. So the question is, do I win or do I lose? I'm thinking of just going like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go Wop Groudon here. I know it technically doesn't work because of the Tapu Lele, but the moment he doesn't lead Tapu Lele, I'm going to go for it. And if he leads Tapu Lele, I have Stack in the back to pretty much wall out Mono Psychic. He's basically forced to lead Gallade, in my opinion. He's basically forced to, because if he doesn't, he loses the stack. I could see something like Gallade Lele as the lead for my opponent. Not sure if that's really viable here. I am going to go Kyogre, just because I do want to have that water option as well. I think Kyogre is super important in this one. And I'm really not sure what my opponent wants to do. But like I said, I think he should be leading Gallade, and I think he should be leading Tapu Lele. So those would be either one. Any of those two being in the lead would not surprise me. I wouldn't even be surprised if he led both of them. But we are going to see time tick down to the final seconds here, and my opponent is indeed going to lock in. So Cafe right here versus myself, and maybe after this I can get a snack, but because, you know, Cafe, that never mind, that was just a horrible joke. I'm gonna, you know what, like, I've debated to stopping, but I just want to feature a team on. I should cancel recording. I should just cancel this recording so this never sees the light of day. But just because I want to feature this Mono Psychic team, you guys are gonna get to hear that awful joke. But in return, you get to see a Mono Psychic team. So really, seems like a lose kind of win. It gets a good trade-off for you. But we're here, and I think I might have actually led well. Like, I know Latios is gonna live the eruption, but really I don't care. As long as Gallade doesn't protect. Mega Evolve. I could Fake Out right now though, but I do think I Mega Evolve. Not Helping Hand. I'm gonna Mega Evolve, and I think I'm just gonna After You. I don't see what's stopping me from doing After You Eruption right now. Obviously the Latios is gonna survive, and obviously, as I mentioned earlier, probably gonna get a Tailwind up. But if I can kill the Gallade in exchange for that, I'm not mad. I won't be mad at that at all. Only one way to find out though, so I'm gonna have to wait for my opponent to lock in right now. But yeah, very excited for the release of Sword and Shield, and very happy that I can finally stop playing Ultra Series, because this format is not good. Not good. But as you can see, our Lopunny here is going to Mega Evolve just to get even stronger than it already was, even though it was really poor before. Gallade is indeed going to Mega Evolve on his end of the field right now. Mega Gallade... Does Mega Gallade the one that gets Inner Focus, or is it regular Gallade that gets Inner Focus? I didn't Fake Out anyways, so it's not the end of the world. Latios is actually going to Protect, so as long as Gallade doesn't, I'm actually very happy. Lopunny's going to get this After You off, and Gallade's not surviving this. There's no way you're going to tell me Gallade survives this eruption. If Gallade survives this eruption, I think it's time to start using Mega Gallade. Everybody right now, if it lives, go put Mega Gallade in your team builder. It did not live. Keep Mega Gallade out of your team builder. I mean, if you want to use it, by all means, go ahead, but I just don't expect it to live after your full power eruptions from a modest Groudon. But yeah, so Latios protecting there is very surprising for me. I don't know what, maybe he was worried about like an Ice Punch or something. Could be the case. I don't know what my opponent brings in now. Maybe that Lele if he has it. Good news is, my opponent's only answer to Stack Attack It is now dead. Of course, he might be like, Fightinium Z Lele. I really couldn't tell you. He is going to send in that Solgaleo, so I am able to just do the same thing. We could see Wide Guard. So what I am going to do is I am going to go for the After You, and I'm going to go Overheat. I'm going to go after you into Groudon here, and I'm going to click Overheat, just because I don't want to see a wide guard. I expect him to probably have it if he's bringing Solgaleo in right now. Solgaleo is actually going to protect, so obviously maybe I should have gone for that Eruption. Are we going to see the Tailwind right now from the Lati that I expected to turn before right now? Obviously, going to go right into Overheat, into the Protect. It happens. You hate to see it, but it happens, and Lati does indeed go for the Tailwind now. Alright, so the only good news about this is there isn't really a threat to Groudon right now. I'm going to swap Lop out into Stack, and I'm just going to click Overheat again. I have no reason not to click Overheat into Solgaleo. This is the issue with mono-type teams. There's really no switch in synergy, right? The moment someone has something that does big damage, there's no switching and lack of resists. Obviously, Latios being one of his fire resists, being on the field besides Solgaleo, means he can't really swap it in. Overheat should hopefully connect into Sol here and pick up the knockout if it does connect. If I do get it off, I mean, because probably going to see maybe a Shattered Psyche from the Lati. Even a Solgaleo Z could come out from this Solgaleo here. Don't really know what he wants to do. Obviously, Lop's going to come back out into Stack. This basically just wants to keep Lopunny. Allows me to keep Lopunny for later once the Tailwind is gone. Also, Fake Out to Stall Out Tailwind is nice. Latios is indeed going to drop a Psychic. That's going to go for the Stack Attacka. Going to take that really, really, really well. And Solgaleo is just going to go Earthquake. So, really cool concept here. With beside the Levitate. Nothing new, of course. That's been seen on multiple teams in the past. Multiple competitive teams as well. But definitely a cool strategy to see here. Haven't seen it too much in Ultra Series. Obviously not going to do a lot there to the Shukaberry Stack Attacka. And Groudon's actually going to take that pretty well as well. Groudon is indeed going to connect this Overheat in the Sun, into Solgaleo. And yeah, Solgaleo is not taking that either. So we've got him down to his final two Pokemon right now. And of course, he has Tailwind up, and I can just start clicking Gyro Ball. If it is indeed that Tapu Lele, Gyro Ball will indeed OHKO, and I'm going to go straight for it. If he doesn't have Tapu Lele, it's actually going to be Necro, which I guess makes sense. Excuse me, but I guess that makes sense. Can't really be narrowing yourself off too much here. But this Necro does disturb me a little. I don't really want a Trick Room. I don't think I'm going to ever get it off. So I'm just going to go Gyro Ball, and I'm going to go straight for the... I'm just going to Earth Power the Necro right now. I'm not too concerned about Groudon being on the field. Groudon is probably just going to die. Psychic, going to go into Groudon. Actually, Groudon might live that. Excuse me, I guess I'm getting sick, because I'm not sure if you guys can hear that in my throat. Or if it's just me, but... If I sound like I'm getting sick, probably because I am. But Earth Power, hopefully Earth Power can actually break this sub. That would be fantastic. Necrozma substitute is indeed going to fade, and it's going to take this Gyro Ball straight to the face. So this Gyro Ball is actually going to do a good chunk of damage. It might actually knock out. It does indeed pick up that knockout on the Necrozma now. And that's going to end this game in style. So Stack Attack is Beast Boost right now. Going to raise that defense. Not going to matter. Gyro Ball is all I really need right now to win this game. And that's going straight into Latios. And I'm just going to protect, try to preserve the 4-0 here a little bit. I'd imagine my opponent wants to forfeit, but not going to forfeit right now. Groudon is indeed going to protect. We're going to see the Psychic going into the Groudon, I'd imagine. Yep. And we are going to see Stack Attack launch this Gyro Ball straight into Latios. That should do about 70% maybe. Actually, okay, it's going to bring it right down to Focus Sash. So, interesting there. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get the... Actually, I will get a clean 4. I'll just swap Groudon out into Ogre. But that's fine. Obviously, Latios shouldn't have a way to kill Stack Attacka. I feel like if he had that opportunity, he would have gone for it the turn before. So Kyogre coming out right now. Literally gonna just waste your time, guys. I'm sorry, but I gotta get the 4-0. Just, you know, I'm here. I can give it an option. I can say I 4-0'd this guy's Mono Psychic team, but that's all right. Gonna set the rain for absolutely no reason. Maybe this Latios will bust something out like Grass Knot, I don't even, Grass Knot would even kill. Does he even get Grass Knot? But basically just going to go for a Psychic here into the Kyogre. Kyogre is going to take that relatively well. And Stack Attack is going to launch a Gyro Ball that will wrap up this game with the knockout on the Latios. So, yeah, after you actually putting in work. It put in work back in the first episode as well, but finally happy to actually put in some work here. What I really want to do is play like a Xerneas, so I can go like after you Gyro Ball. You know, like if he's got like Groudon, Xerneas on the field, he thinks his Xerneas is safe because he's going to click like Earth Power or something. I can go after you, Gyro Ball, kill the Xern. Like, Sack can die after it kills a Zern, right? Like, that's... I got that off a few times in practice with this team, and honestly, it's pretty fun to get off. It feels pretty good. But we are going to continue battling. Hopefully we can actually find somebody right away, and I won't have to do some editing magic here, but I'm going to search for an opposing trainer, and I will be back with a new battle. And we are back with another battle. We're going to find... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. You guys were already subject to my bad joke earlier. You guys are not going to even get to hear me try and pronounce that name. But he's going to be rocking another dual primal team. So dual primal Manectric, Cresselia, Incineroar, and Ferrothorn. So similar to something we ran on the channel a while back. But I think he's got a few different mons in there. I don't remember the exact team we ran as well. But I am happy to say that this will be the final battle of Crazy Climbing Ultra Series version. So hopefully we can end off on a high note here with a win. Of course, we'll pick things back up in Sword and Shield. But as of right now, I think we just focus on this. And hopefully can snag a win. I'd like to snag one. I think we can. I think Kyogre is definitely 100% the lead option here. Honestly, I don't see how he stops Kyogre Lopunny. I really don't see how he stops it. If he leads Groudon, I just win. If he has Groudon in the back, I can pivot that. And I'm going to bring Stack just because I need to answer the Trick Room. And if he goes Trick Room, at least Stack at least hits something before they can attack. So this is it, guys. I'm very happy that I won't have to just cut out the video in the middle anymore coming through Sword and Shield. Well, I might. You never know. Like, that rating system could end up just being worse. I don't think it will be, and I think there's going to be a whole lot more people playing as well. So shouldn't have to cut out the middle of the video anymore, so things should be a little bit more fluent. But Incineroar Manectric is a lead for my opponent right now, so interesting option from him. Interesting option. I'd imagine he wants to bring in Groudon. Like I said, the whole point of this is to bait the Groudon on the field and then coming back in later with Kyogre. I've been trying it multiple times. I tried it earlier with the Rayquaza against Kyogre Rayquaza teams. Clearly that didn't work, but I think here baiting the Groudon in works. I think it worked once earlier as well on the channel. I think we baited the Groudon in, and I we're able to Earth Power. Yes, we did, because the after you had failed. I do remember that. But I am baiting the Groudon in. I am going to go right into my Groudon, and I am just going to Mega Evolve, and I think I just fake out the Manectric. Incineroar is probably the most likely one to swap out here. I mean, he could stay in with Incin and go for something like a U-turn. That wouldn't surprise me either. But faking out the Manectric I don't think is a bad idea. Kyogre's going to swap out, so no direct swap out for my opponent right now. Groudon's going to make an appearance right now, which is pretty decent. I'm going to see what my opponent wants to do. Probably going to see Manectric Mega Evolve, probably try to get an Intimidate onto the Lopunny here. And then Incineroar maybe going for a U-turn, maybe a Volt Switch U-turn potential. Could see Volt Switch U-turn, that way it guarantees him coming out with at least one of his two mons. But we'll have to wait and see. Lopunny obviously going to go for the Mega Evolution first, turning into another slightly stronger rabbit. Still not the strongest of all rabbits, but is it a rabbit? Or is it technically still a bunny? I guess it becomes, is it like a bunny turning into a rabbit now? So like, is Mega Lopunny a rabbit? Can we say that? I don't know. I'm sorry you guys have to put up with my with my crazy ideas. But Groudon's attack is going to fall. Lopunny's attack is going to fall because of the Manectric Intimidate. Lopunny is indeed going to fake out that Manectric, and we are going to see what this Incineroar wants to do. It is going to fake out right back. That's alright. That makes perfect sense. I'm not mad about that. So, good news here is Lopunny's faster than Manectric. Or is it a speed tie? It actually might be a speed tie. I am going to go for the after you Earth Power into the Manectric though. Not sure if it's really going to work out for me. Because I feel like Incineroar wants to swap out here. He wants to swap something out. Although, maybe he swaps out the Manectric. I don't know. But if he swaps into Groudon here, not the right switching for him. He is going to swap out Manectric here. It's probably going to be his Kyogre. Yep, Kyogre is coming in. But this means Incineroar is not much of a threat. However, it does mean he's also going to get a third Intimidate onto my Lopunny here. So Lopunny becoming super useless right now. Maybe I should have low kick Earth Power the Incineroar. That would have picked up the knockout. But we're going to see a U-turn from Incineroar, I'd imagine. I could be wrong. Maybe he won't. But with dual primals, more often than not, I guess it's going to fail because Groudon would be the next person to go anyways. That makes sense. Earth Power going off into Kyogre there for some decent damage. And Incin does indeed U-turn. Alright, so U-turns off the Groudon. Not going to do too much damage right there. I'm okay with this. Obviously, seeing Kyogre on the field right now is a bit rough for us. I still stand by the fact that he probably has Groudon in the back. Like, I'd be shocked if he doesn't have Groudon in the back. So Manectric coming in right now. I am going to swap out of Lopunny and protect the Groudon, and then I'll sack off Lopunny for the Groudon. For the Groudon switch in later. But the question is, who do I want to bring in here? I think I have to bring in Kyogre here. Regardless, yes, I know that's probably not the greatest of two ideas, but I am going to protect right now with Groudon, and I am going to swap back into Ogre. Obviously, I can't swap into Stakataka. It will indeed just get blown back by a potential Water Spout. Probably guaranteed Water Spout. But I'm not even sure if he would have brought Groudon to this matchup. I feel like Ferrothorn might just be better for him. But my Groudon here is indeed going to protect. I'm not sure what Manectric wants to do. Manectric is indeed going to go for a Snarl, so lowering that special attack makes perfect sense, knowing that now that my Groudon is indeed special. So Kyogre going to take a little bit of damage, and obviously going to take a decent chunk from this Kyogre's Water-type move. Kyogre Origin Pulse into the Protect of Groudon, and Kyogre is indeed going to get hit. Kind of hoping he would dodge there, kind of pause there for dramatic effect, but Kyogre does indeed get hit by the O-Pulse. Not going to do a whole lot, which is decent. And obviously this Groudon switch out is the most obvious thing ever. I still have to go through with it though. Unfortunately, Lopunny's going to die. Although is Stack less valuable than Lopunny? Maybe it is. I think Stack is less valuable than Lopunny, so we are going to go into Stack. And I am just going to click O-Pulse. I do think Stack is less valuable than Lop right now. Groudon is indeed going to come back. We are going to probably see maybe just a Volt Switch and a Origin Pulse. And that leads to things where my opponent could mess up and potentially... Oh, Hidden Power. So that's probably going to be Hidden Power Water. That's going to hit Stack. So it's going to be super effective. Kyogre... My Kyogre is actually going to somehow be faster. How is that even possible? We're both min speed quiet Kyogre? Alright, sure. That seems a bit weird to me. But I guess it makes sense. He does have a Trick Room core, so Kyogre is going to drop a Thunder here. So, don't know why he doesn't try to get a knockout. Kyogre is going to survive this. Yep. And with my Kyogre being faster, we're actually in an interesting position now. I guess that makes sense. Maybe it could also be a Speed tie. Could be a Speed tie. Actually, yeah, it has to be. It has to be a Speed tie right now. I don't know what I'm saying. Has to be a Speed tie. So I am going to protect my Kyogre right now. And I am just going to go for a... I guess I'll just Gyro Ball this Kyogre just to get some more chip damage onto it. And I will go for a Protect. I don't know what Kyogre on his side of the field really wants to do. Hopefully this is in low kick range on his Kyogre. And then that way I can come in and just click low kick Origin Pulse. But I feel like if I do that, he's going to swap in Groudon. So he's going to swap out Kyogre right now, actually. Here comes the Groudon. Yep. Groudon's coming in. It would have been a really cool play. What I should have done was skill swap this Groudon. If I skill swapped the Groudon, I would have been able to take the I would have lost Primordial Sea, right? But I would have had the Desolate Land on my Stakataka. And when I swap out my Stakataka next turn, I would have been able to reset the weather and get my Origin Pulse off. Obviously, this Groudon though is probably faster than my Kyogre anyways, so wouldn't have actually worked out to full extent, but it would have been pretty funny to try and do, just to have the threat of doing that, you know. But Incineroar is indeed going to fake out anyways in the stack, so really all that speculation is for naught, and Stakataka is gonna flinch. All right, so I'm not in a horrible position right now. I definitely think I have to preserve Kyogre, so I'm not concerned about Stakataka right now. Stakataka, you can go ahead and die. I'm just going to Gyro Ball. And I am indeed going to swap into Groudon. The ideal case right here, I think, is that he kills both of us. He kills my Groudon as well. If he doesn't kill Groudon, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I have After You Earth Power into his Groudon. So, that's probably makes the most sense. Opposing Groudon is going to go for a Swords Dance here. So, not even trying to kill my Groudon. I'm very confused. But Incineroar on his end of the field is indeed going to go for a U-turn, so not going to kill Stack at all. Knowing though the fact that he is indeed slow Kyogre, I'm not in the worst case, not in that bad of a position. Wow, it's the end of Ultra Series. I've been doing this for over a year now, and I still can't speak English. Shocking. But Kyogre comes back in, sitting around that 50 health mark, and things get interesting. The dual Primal Mirror. Things get interesting. There could potentially be Groudon, Kyogre, staring down each other. Part of me there wishes I would have clicked Trick Room, probably benefits my Kyogre the most, because it's still a speed tie against that Kyogre regardless. I'm 100% going to click, just, I guess I'll try to Trick Room in case he doesn't kill Stack Attacker here, but I'm almost positive that he will. So Groudon's going to go for the Protect right now. Let's see what he wants to go for here. Groudon's going to go for a Thunder Punch. So maybe predicting my Kyogre to swap in. I don't know why. Stack Attacker actually going to survive that. Origin Pulse from Kyogre going to come out. Going to go to the Protective Groudon, and it is indeed going to connect with the stack. There was a brief moment of hope there where I thought, hey, he might have just missed. But he did not miss Origin Pulse. Once again, he connects. And this is where things get interesting. He's obviously not going to swap out of Groudon, right? He's not going to swap out of a plus 2 Groudon. I'm going to hope that my Groudon ends up being faster. I'm going to go for the Earth Power and hope that picks up knockouts. And then I'm also going to low kick the Kyogre. If he wants to swap in Incineroar, it doesn't help him. There's no slot he can swap Incineroar in here where it helps him. So hopefully my Groudon is just going to be faster. He's going to protect his Groudon. So if low kick can actually pick up this Kyogre, I think I might just win the game. Kyogre's, okay, just a double protect. Trying to see what I want it to do. Maybe trying to predict a fake out potential. Not going to worry about it. Lopunny's going to low kick into the Kyogre there. And Earth Power here is going to go straight into this Groudon. So now the thing is here, he can definitely go Groudon out now for Incineroar. And I'm going to predict that. I'm going to go low kick Earth Power the Kyogre. If this backfires on me, well then it backfired on me. Yeah, going to backfire on me. Unless Lopunny kills Kyogre. Lopunny is going to kill Kyogre, so this doesn't matter anyways. As long as I'm faster still. Heavy Rain has lifted, and my Groudon is going to be faster and get this Earth Power off. Will it indeed pick up the knockout onto Groudon? And that is indeed going to obliterate it. So Modest Groudon coming through for us right now. Somehow faster than his Groudon there. But I guess it makes sense. He is a Trick Room core. I wonder if we just won 2 speed ties. I wonder at the end of the day if that was just a speed tie. But regardless of that, this game is indeed going to be over now. Incineroar is not going to be able to handle the Lopunny, not going to be able to handle the Groudon, especially with a buffer of Kyogre in the back. If he finds a way to deal with all this with Incineroar, hey, kudos to him. I'm just going to Helping Hand Earth Power right now. That should be enough to pick up the knockout on instant. He also probably forfeits. So Lopunny is going to Helping Hand, so he's going to let me get it off. So clap, clap, clap to exit Ultra Series right now. Groudon into the Earth Power. Into the Incineroar, and it will indeed pick up that knockout. So very happy we're not going to see the Assault Vest variant right there. Incineroar just going to drop, and that game was pretty scary. There was a lot of spots in that game where I was like, I don't really know if we're going to be able to pull it off. I think when he Thunder Punched Stack Attacker, kind of just gave me a chance there. But, so that will be it. We will have a new layout. Obviously, we will be on this, we'll probably be on Showdown first, but then we'll be back on the Switch. But thank you guys for watching and all the support throughout Ultra Series. Looking forward to continue to grow and support. And, of course, thank you for the support. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. That did not come out nearly as I had it planned in my head. But you guys, I guess you guys get what I'm saying. Like, hopefully, yeah, I don't even get what I'm saying. I'm just going to end the episode. So, thanks for watching, putting up with all my rambling. And I will see you guys back probably in Showdown or on the Switch. I don't really know yet, but I will see you guys in Sword and Shield. So, thank you.